Jeno Yoweri Kaguta Museveni Nemutabaniwe Muhozi Kainerugaba. Ebigambo Bibononekede kati nno Kyagulanyi Ssentamu Robert Bobi Wine abasiikuulidde olwaliro ennaku z'omwezi nga 9 omwezi ogw'omwenda mwaka 2023 olunaku lwa mukaaga oba giyite weekend Mwami Museveni ne mutabani we bagiyingidde bubi. Kyagulanyi Ssentamu Robert Bobi Wine ate ku luno ebigambo bye si birungi gye bali. Nsaba nkuwe Kyagulanyi Ssentamu owulire olutalo ate lwabaguddeko luno olutalo simanyi we lugenda kuggwa naye ate Kyagulanyi agamba ye amalira mu State House kubanga bano eggwanga Uganda munnange balikoze ebikolobero bingi n'olwekyo agenda kubanga asala buli ekibadde kibayimirizaawo basigale nga tebakyalina kubeekutte.
For those that have been watching us on traditional media and online, they've been seeing we got very warm welcomes everywhere we went. It is humbling. We don't take it for granted. But again, it goes further to show that the people of Uganda are receiving our message of liberation, our message of change, our message of end to dictatorship. So it has been massive everywhere. I also want to thank in a very, very special way the people of Lira for this massive welcome. We don't take it for granted. Thank you for showing us that indeed what we are saying is not only representative of us alone, it is not only representative of young people, but also the old people. These problems we are facing are not only problems of Ankole, of the Bachiga, of Kasese, of Busia Ombale. They are problems of the nation, of the country. So it has been massive, and we thank God that we are here now.
From the areas you have visited, Honorable Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu, we see a lot of peaceful processes. And it seems like your cooperation, the leadership of the party and yourself and the security has been very good because I think all the areas you have visited, there has been no confrontation, things are moving on well.
Yeah, certainly there's not been any confrontation so far. And this also proves that if the police does not cause chaos, there is no chaos. If the police does not bring violence, there's no violence. We are peaceful people. We have always advocated for non-violence and for peacefulness. And I'm glad that the police and the military have not yet broken the law because everything that we are doing is within the law. But I must also remind us that the police is not beating or killing people or tear gassing us, not because they don't want, but because since 2020, in November 2020, Museveni, using the police and military, killed people, they massacred people, and we took Museveni to the International Criminal Court, Museveni and his son. And he knows that if he kills more people, if he causes more chaos, he's giving us more evidence. But so maybe
at that time,
that's why
they were also accusing, they're accusing the people of course, inciting the police and such kind of things happen. But that's well. Maybe the second thing I want to find out from yourself is you're coming to Lira today to open your offices, I think, for the first time after the general elections of 2021.
Yes.
What does the party intend to achieve after this mobilization drive in Lango and in other parts of the country?
Thank you. Maybe, Bonnie, if you will allow me to give a little background. Because initially I was not a politician, like many of us here. But I want the young people of Lango to know, because in December 1980, when none of us here was born, there was an election. That election was between Dr. Milton Obote, or Dr. Paul Kawanga Semogerere, and some other small candidates, including Museveni. Museveni was the Katumba Oye of 1980. Now, after the election, Museveni claimed that he was cheated. He did not even get 1% of the vote, but he started a war. And when he started that war, Museveni, Kainda Utafire, and other rebels, they put on the army uniform of the soldiers of Dr. Milton Obote. They went and killed our people. And they lied to our parents that it is Dr. Obote's people that had killed our people. They lied and convinced our parents. We joined him, and there was a war. In that war, more than 500,000 people died. Museveni came to power, claiming that he's going to bring back democracy, stop rigging elections, stop corruptions, stop abductions of people and everything. Now, almost 40 years later, he has destroyed everything across the country. But in particular, here, you remember that we had Lira spinning mills. We had, a better infrastructure here. We had a better education system. We had better healthcare. Everything has been destroyed. He went ahead to massacre people all over the country, but in particular here in northern Uganda. So 40 years later, I think that, in all honesty, I think it's about time to apologize to Dr. Milton Obote. I think it's about time for people to know the truth. And I'm going to Luwero tomorrow, and I'm going to tell those fellow Bagandas of mine there that it is time for us to kick out this man that we brought. He lied to us. Dr. Obote warned us that this man is not even a Ugandan. Our parents did not listen.
But there is no evidence to that, Honorable Robert Chagulanyi.
Well, we challenged General Museveni to prove that he's a Ugandan. He could not prove that. But that on the side, look, listen to me. The things that he's doing to the people of Uganda proves that he has no love whatsoever for this country. Look at the things that Idi Amin did for Uganda. Look at the things that Dr. Obote did for Uganda. And what has Museveni done? Destroy all of them. So now what we want as a generation, we want to remove the dictator because he has succeeded in dividing us along tribal lines. He has divided us along religious lines. He has divided us along class lines.
But he has also been preaching, of course, about unity for all Ugandans.
But this is a man that preaches water and drinks wine. Look at the military. Look at the tribes that are there. Look at all government institutions. Look at the tribes that are there. Look at the poverty levels. Go in security, go in police. Look at the people that they are promoting. How many people have been promoted here in the military? Look at the deployments. Our generation is a generation to tell each other the truth. It is enough of falling.
You're opening the regional office for Lango today. I wonder if you have plans to have offices of the National Unity Platform also across the districts in Lango, but also maybe countrywide.
Yes. We intend to have offices of the National Unity Platform countrywide. But I must emphasize that we are more than just a political party. In fact, we started the National Unity Platform political party only 2 months to the election. We are originally the People Power Movement. Now, the People Power Movement is a combination of all people, no matter what political party, no matter whether or not they belong to any political party. We want change. We believe that our pains are the same. We are coming together as a nation. So this tour is not only to open offices, but to galvanize the minds of the people, to wake Ugandans up and to remind them that we have one major duty as a generation, that is to liberate this country and put an end to gun rule so that the will of the people of Uganda can reign supreme.
Honorable Robert Chagulanyi, you have massive support in the urban areas. Like, for example, you are massively welcomed by the people of Lira today in the city. And some of your critics actually say that if you go to some areas, like, for example, in Otuke, in the rural areas, you may not get such kind of huge welcome, like you've been welcomed in Lira or like yesterday in Mbale. What is the party going to do, and you in specifically, to ensure that you have a lot of grounding as well in the rural areas, and you have structures, robust structures for the National Unity Platform in the rural areas?
Wait until we get there, and you will ask me that question again. You see, now it has been the narrative of the regime. Oh, those people don't have structures. Oh, those people don't reach rural areas. But they have been stopping us. The last time we tried to move around the country, they arrested our people, humiliated and beat them up. It is until we took Museveni to the ICC, it is until we put our feet down that now we can so far move around. But I know that they are very scared, and they will also try as much as possible to stop us. This is not about the NUP. It is not about Bobi Wine. It is about people power. It is about the people of Uganda wanting to change. So they welcome me, not because I'm very handsome, not because I'm very educated. No, they welcome me and my team because we carry a message of freedom to them. Here in Lira, look at a young small man like Adonio Michael Christia. being respected and being listened to, because we carry a message that has been vulgarized by many people. Museveni compromised the people that were respected. He compromised elders. He compromised leaders. You will notice that he went ahead to compromise even the leaders of political parties. He bought UPC. He bought DP. He compromised Norbert Mao. Now he's buying FDC. So Ugandans, we are on our own. We are orphans. That is why we are holding hands across the country, and we are saying we are putting an end to this nonsense.
Yeah, Honorable Robert Chagulanyi, in the rural areas, like yes. in the 2021 general elections, we yes. had actually been very few candidates of the National Unity Platform yes. holding your flag. Yes. Do you have plans to really ensure that, like for example in Lamu, you have 5 district councillors, yes. you don't have a single member of parliament, yes. you don't have a single LC5 chairperson. Yes. What is the party going to do to ensure you have many candidates holding your flag in the 2026 election as you do the drive?
First and foremost, I want to tell you that we are not looking at 2026. Don't push us to 2026. We are looking at now. We want to remove Museveni now.
But there is a roadmap for the election. You're a person
we are not doing our things according to the Abakama. The Abakama is an extension of Museveni.
But okay. You believe in the rule of law.
Rule of law. That's why we are here. Museveni is illegally president. Okay,
but
what the Abakama does is illegal.
The court declared him as
come again.
The court declared him the president of the Republic of Uganda.
Oh yes, oh yes. But do you know that Justice Chisache was forced to resign because she delivered a dissenting judgment? Are you aware that Justice Owinyidoro, even when he had our petition on his table, he went ahead to publicly associate with Museveni and publicly make one-sided political statements? Do you know that? Do you know that according to the law, the military is not supposed to be partial? But do you know that General Museveni's son is moving around illegally in military uniform campaigning? Do you know that the police is supposed to be keeping law and order and supposed to be impartial? But do you know that the police is an extension of the NRM? So please don't talk about the rule of law. Here we are talking about liberation, because these are rebels. Museveni is a rebel. He is still a rebel. He came, killed our people, took over our country illegally.
Honorable Robert Chagulanyi, just
yes.
for the record,
yes.
We understand that he was elected in 2021.
No, he was not elected.
And declared by the Electoral Commission chairperson.
Let me tell you something, my brother. Yoweri Museveni lost the 2011 election to Dr. Kizza Besigye. Yoweri Museveni lost the 2016 election to Dr. Kizza Besigye. Yoweri Museveni lost the 2021 election to Kyagulanyi Ssentamu, and that is myself.
For all those 3 elections,
yes.
the Supreme Court agreed that even if there were some few irregularities, they were not substantial to overturn those elections.
Well, you can argue it like that. But I will tell you that as a law student and as a lawyer myself, we have a belief that in the face of arms, the law is silent. So now you understand that the judiciary has been twisted and put in the pocket of General Museveni, like all other institutions. When we speak to them silently, they will tell you the truth that, my brother, we see what, okay? For example, right now, we are doing exactly what we were doing, you know, in 2021. But they shot at us, massacred our people then, you know. So there's double standards here. The law only works on some people and doesn't work on others. That's why we're telling you that all we need here in Uganda is a complete overhaul of all those institutions.
What about Robert Kyagulanyi? Let's look at the unity in the opposition where you belong to. The Uganda People's Congress is conducting mobilization tours just like you're doing. The FDC are conducting their internal party elections. Are there plans from the National Unity Platform to cooperate with those other political parties to ensure that you strengthen your unity for the upcoming elections?
Just like you hear, unity. In our party, unity is the middle word. We are National Unity Platform. We believe in unity. And even before we started our party, People Power believed in unity. We made every effort to work together with the FDC, with the DP, with other political parties. But it's clear that since these political parties were overtaken by General Museveni, they work according to his tunes. That is why Norbert Mao made it impossible for us to work with the Democratic Party. I mean, we try to work with the FDC, why we work very closely with the likes of Dr. Kizza Besigye from the FDC, the likes of Honorable Gilbert Olanya from the FDC. We have been getting a cold shoulder from the leadership of the FDC. Little did we know that they probably had a collaboration with the regime. It is only coming out now. So now we resolved that we are going to have that unity within the people of Uganda. Our hope is not in the politicians. No, our hope is in the people of Uganda.
The biggest bottlenecks to many of the political parties has actually been about poor structures at the grassroots. I mean, having leadership and membership of the party registered with the party from a village level to a parish level to a sub-county.
Please don't reduce this matter to
I just want to find out if the National Unity Platform that you lead has plans to ensure that, you know, even at the grassroots, you have somebody who is a contact person for the party. So that, you know, when you are doing mobilization, you have a robust structure and network, just like other political parties do.
Thank you very much. We definitely have a robust leadership up to village level, and we're still working on it. But like I requested you, I don't want to reduce this mission to just a political party. Let us not reduce this matter to only NUP. This is a matter of the people of Uganda, and I would rather sound like a leader of the People Power movement. Why? Because even those that are not in the leadership or in the structures of the National Unity Platform, very big role to make sure we remove the dictator and we free up our country. So I don't want to sound like we have a robust democracy here, because if I also be honest with you, there's no practical political party in Uganda that is functioning like a political party. You know, all that this happens at the mercy of General Museveni, and it shouldn't be like that. Okay, we shouldn't be moving at the mercy of the oppressor that we're trying to free from. So for us, we go ahead to connect with people, whether they are in the leadership of our party or they are not, for as long as somebody wants change. And let me also say this, that our message has always been that anybody whose words and actions are helping to bring the fall of Museveni very quickly, that person is a friend, even if they are not in our party, even if they are in another party, including NRM. But anybody that is working for the fall of Dictator Museveni is our comrade, and we want to work with them. And anybody that is working to have the dictator oppress us more, even if they are in the leadership of the National Unity Platform, they are not our friend. So now you know that our mission is not only about building our party. Our mission is to remove the dictator.
Thank you very much, Honorable Robert Kyagulanyi. Let's take a quick break and then we'll return shortly.
Tuchali ne President Kyagulanyi Center Robert
Okelo Daniel Okelo dan ubera kanchira me chumpelwa me Oyam Town Council the district council me Oyam me gonyo lemu na me adungu bere chan wake but joke na me nyo pobiru kedekero me niang mo me aduong Robert Chagulanyi Sentamu ko. Adung Daniel Ajulate.
Apoyo tutual BF apoyo pi Jolawa isidio me voice of Laon tinini ame tinini president ame luak me Uganda yera kala chel kede queer mwa tutumia rio kede pia rio we chel ento electoral commission te queer ti tag make tual lunien na yero bedo president me Uganda e karamen bin kan dwe mea para chel me mwa hokato pi duoko poch bolao pi mi queer yo moga chungi pe miro don pi lao bin kwero ko ento tinini entie kan atamoni luak melao ami winge ngo ameno bedo kopo keda penyogo ame moderator bedo penye karachiel kede ame kwa hokop me tela me Uganda president unyute ko woni winyo no president nye Robert Chagulanyi Sentamu jonge karachiel kede nying me Bobi Wine tinini yentili rakane president oduoko poch chatek bolao pi jolle di chenga tinini karachiel kede mara Amerika ini neno di boma me lira kantin jo duchu weko gina me woko tiju gini pi bino nyuto mara atela pilwak mara mere nen kita meno kobani jo tini jole karachiel kede ilao kan oduoko poch boru ateha lao duchu ameti aho kanu president ukobani Kirame Museveni tiyu karachiel kede kare en tiyu karachiel kede bora pien en dong lo Uganda achalo ture dan kede jo ture kede jo mogo ameno bino woro karachiel kede gilum president ukobani otuni chawa ber ameonu miero Museveni kwa kicha bolao pien imwaka piera boro Museveni binu chung da kuirero nunu nok bala mega katumba Museveni binu chung te por ko kuirero pe otunu na kapasenda chiel ikarame Museveni por kuira dang ngeoni pedang inu kui endo por binu wor ko ilum te wot lwen ikom gamento borre kun maolo titek kame onu kobani mono jo worilum kuire nonu perom mena akobani worilum uborre obinu kobi Uganda ni Museveni ena jote tukukere no Museveni pe obero na ha dana me Uganda moderator de kobani gina nyurupe tie president Bobi Wine de kobani karame okobi Museveni kong nyut ngoa me nyurni ene beru dana me Uganda nyutu te loyo ko pieno borro binu kobe jode ko ni dana ne awindi nene ne pe duhunu kede dana ko boni nene tie doke e wod rueyo loak e wod luere re ko boni kanna meno binu woro jaho bes merie e ko boni otuni chawa be no chualo unu twinyane yen ame binu buolo loak me Uganda pien jodo petia mite itwa ping me Uganda dushu dangeno ko boni kanene wor ye duch e wor mayuge e wor mbara na katunga Museveni ge mara meti kome duonga te kapelare dongeno binu ilao kan neno mara chelli potie kan eno ko boni Museveni karame wor lum ame luak me lao duch uningi abe kayenda utafire general ko boni abero general me kare gicha woro bushenyi te mokatir ni gino no rugo gini bo amon te bino luenyi komo te dero ka luenyi komo te dero te duogo te bino kobani monyu borre na tiene ko joni piena teni na tieni ka to ko ka kar me roma president okobani e kudi tim a Museveni ni uchar jamma me borre yamo kelo duch dado petie un luak mela mogun cha denere kom spinning mill ame chane dong pe mogun cha deni kom starch factory mogun cha deni kom ginaries ame oche cha ko du da loboni enen bero gammo te miyo ko bodjo ya amani chani omiyo nywale me Uganda tikere peka duonga pelare apun jameni obero jamme ameri kelo ti botu nywale me lao kan unu yammi ochuk me jamme bero abe yi lao kan ento Museveni baro jameni en duchu dado konyer petie eno kobani Museveni tichere piano bero kaya bero menne dang ti record ni eno neho jo aworu macha mwaka tutumia rio ipiera rio nono idwe mea para chel Kampala kucha wuni bedo no winyo neho jo Paul na haneg mea rua wuni bini winyo no kita meo chielo kara chel kede driver president man no bedo nek kametie ya kina nek kamen nek kametimere ente wumero kwa iye ukobani Museveni enatieni tichere uber me poko jo ka poho u tedong mi u ber jo kongi petie mio parties apopat ameti Uganda kan jodong petie ti kitame mir jo ti gara chel kede nu moderator openye na hani kob me structure menu kono unity un kede structure President Robert Chagulanyi Bobi Wine te koboni peo twero keto structure pieni peo yena hani jogore ento kayini mi to keto structure miri gore umi chawa ni wanda do laho style wa committee gine gammo jodo tia wori chawa medwo gulo chalwa rek jo tamni jo odwogo ko elochen ibon munni ento jodo potia loyo PUP ilobo wa me Uganda ukobani kuri ginna meno belo timoni umi chawani itetela a president Robert Chagulanyi umi jo chwalo Museveni ko karachel kede wole general Mozi International Criminal Court nyu kota did me wilobo ame winyo toro twero alwak ka awoti summarizing kome agiki President Okobani openye President Okobani noob structure tie na ha ichalo ento keni no peti structure otego abe ano Okobani peti kitore mejo twero tikere lasha lwa onyo democracy e Uganda kan ame tela agoro ame obedo me Museveni tia wuot nyimi chawani Okobani me agiki mere tekido ngata me en bino chigi kara chel kere no beda wuot tekido tia Okobani lwen wani otu lwen kwanyu Museveni ame omiyo nywale me Uganda bedi chana dot muaki adong tunu piera ngwen no beda water no Oyo Matectual Honorable Daniel Okello. Let me return to President of the National Unity Platform, Honorable Robert Chagulanyi. We have also been joined by Honorable Gilbert Olanya, Member of Parliament for Kilag. Honorable Gilbert Olanya, you're most welcome to Voice of Law.
Thank you so much, moderator. I would like to appreciate Mr. President, Honorable Bobi Wine, in northern Uganda. I drove from Kampala. Afo ematek do radio. Aya di Kampala. Totally maybe no kajolo Bobi Wine to Kumala Uganda. The chairman Amira Wadgi President Mamekwa and did Bobi Wine near for maybe no matek. Don't do radio. Pere tek total. Ma anati kabieno America do one ready. Awinyo kitma la did Bobi Wine tika lock. Genomi odaro nge mapire tek. Erani People's Power Movement le any team movement P Ugandans push magimira lagala. People's Power Movement, PT movement pa NUP keken, PT movement pa NRM keken, PT movement pa DP, PT movement pa FDC. Ento Ugandans wing magimira lagala. We are under People's Power Movement. Primero, anyole mi Uganda nungo ondo. Inero kidma ye time kwere na kanenda dit Bobi Wine obelika titu. Kani kibol kui onero kila yuweri ti yukwere kichente kwale kwere kui. Watemo kila laga i parliament mi Uganda. Mawa wajo ne electoral commission omiero di lako. Pi president eno miero belika chimo electoral commission. Ento chawale eni president chimo electoral commission. NME muchara pa electoral commission. Ka yetie electoral commission era yugoye te lokani kui matika time Uganda ni pity free and fair watika miro alaga we onen Uganda wale en donc lo xmila iner matini arab yor ko jolowu donc bere ya yom ni e parliament mi Uganda majority pa members of parliament kariwa MPs mati NRM giti NRM only pi miro chende ken ento twin gigi kome wenti under People's Power Movement mikela laga Uganda. Donc gin ma pere tek loyo ena wa miro nera laga pien in pe noir dano itare ka onero kera musubere tika wot kwere gi wore nem talo gitamone tela mi Uganda tidong like a monarchy madon ka ene wero woro don woro tingo wero gi nyare wero gi latine
kware moro kanura
ye li endi tugi kwanyo mbini mi tela ho Uganda Uganda oti tela mi doja lwa tela pigi leo dog out o were wangi eni amiru titu machano opposition matie i parliament mi Uganda na nen la dit president temo titu kidma gi tika wiro kwere opposition itawale eni Museveni no tamani he should use money where he converting opposition or when or dakore ento opposition mamar Uganda opposition mamero kidma Uganda bi orbe kwere kare Museveni ye chene gotia gikotia gobe waje ni Museveni bet kichene ni ento wamirni wawek Uganda obed mabe ile kwaiwa kaje gili kwaiwa
oyo mateka onabo gilba
je ana foyo mateka megina gina pere teklo ere one of duchu what under People's Power Movement to see that change is brought to our country. God bless you.
Oyo mateka onabo gilba kanya. Honorable President Robert Chagulanyi, we seem to be running short of time. We're left with about 15 minutes. But my last question, before I can pick some 5 phone calls, and then you can respond to some of them. You have codenamed this mobilization tour, Wake Up Uganda.
Yes.
What does that even mean to an ordinary person in Okere City in Otuke district listening to you right now?
Wake Up Uganda means real waking up. We have been sent to sleep. We have been silenced. We have been intimidated. But our mission is to awaken the people of Uganda to know what they are missing. We had an election 2.5 years ago, which General Museveni rigged on gunpoint. And we want to show the people of Uganda what they have missed. For example, and not only the citizens, but also, not only the civilians, but also the men and women in uniform. Police officers and military officers have missed on the salary increment because these people do a lot of work and they deserve better payment. Land grabbing has continued. You are aware of what is happening in Otoke. You are aware of what is happening in Apa. Land grabbing has continued by Museveni's people. He brings people from as far as out of the country and sells them land that is not his own, and he evicts people. Since the elections in 2021, after Museveni rigged the elections, he has continued to oppress our people. They've chased away our people from Lake Choga, in Amolata. People can no longer use that God-given natural resource. It's the military that has taken over the lake, and Museveni is mortgaging it to the Chinese. The common people here, Museveni brought his people to pretend that he's helping people to extend border loans. But a border that ordinarily costs 4.9 in cash for somebody, for a local border rider, at the end of his completion of the loan, he or she has paid close to 11 million shillings. We have to change that. Massacres have happened in very many places, including Bologna. Victims are there yearning for rehabilitation. There should be affirmative action there. They should be rehabilitated. Unfortunately, it has been Museveni's deliberate effort to make sure that he dehumanizes those people so that they lose confidence in self. Education itself. We have a university here, but there are unfair processes when they are giving scholarships. I am informed that the locals here don't even get the scholarships in their own universities, you know. By the way, I am informed that we have been switched off air, like it happened in Barara, like it happens in many other places. Oh, it's back on. Yeah, it's important for us to always communicate about that. So that and many more things have been happening. We are here to remind the people that we must remove General Museveni, because when we remove the dictatorship, then we can go ahead to restore things that used to bring employment here, like the Lira spinning mills. It has to be refurbished. We have to revamp our healthcare system, our education system, our infrastructure system, etc., etc. So all that we want to do, but we can only do that if the people join us and we all and make sure that we push General Museveni out of power.
Thank you very much, Honorable Robert Chagulanyi. I want to receive some 5 calls so that you can respond to some of their questions. Jia Penyogo, ame Timito Penyuke, the President, me National Unity Platform, Honorable Robert Chagulanyi, Namatimu Chitolo Not Abira Bishop, Abora Not, Abora Deck, Airtel, Tin Not, Abira Bishop, Abora Not, Abora Deck. Hello. Boyva. Dake Hachel.
One of the questions met to allow him.
Hello. Chulo Karina. Yes, Benson.
And even what I was trying to tell Chagulanyi is to work hard so that we remove the difficulty, whatever the dictatorship in this country. He's telling the truth. And I like him so much. And he's the only opposition in this country. Others they are just like the opposition, but they are not the real opposition.
Thank you very much. Hello. Good afternoon, sir.
Yeah, you're speaking to Isaac.
Yes, Isaac.
One thing that I wanted the president to embark on, like when after the election, because one thing that I'm sure of is that he's going to make it. I would say that as he can see the roads that we have in northern Uganda, it's very painful if you compare it with the roads that we have in western Uganda, like those places like Mbarara, those places like the Masaka. If you see those roads and you compare with the other roads, you find that northern Uganda is lagging so much behind. And the president, I would wish if he could, he should help us in that line. And also, one that I would like to advise on is that when we are fighting against something, we need to focus on the root cause, not directly on that thing. If we fight with the root, if we fight to dig up the root, that is when we shall get it out away from us.
Hello.
Hello. Manuel Romero.
Yes, Walter.
Now, I don't think people Yo wani en kopelon na wiya no kobo. Kopelon ne bin. Ya teni upinga jaha di 5.2 5.1. Every kolobi isoro big na milo na para kiel. Kila no ina lo que we yo pine ni ene. We yo ame mi yo lon ni ene. Kila no ina timo pede. Me kiki. Wo mi yo kae no pino ba la kan. Let you are for you are a good street man, your spirit on your thing corridor. Better you job, Anna and Tiku, your Maria, my abolition job. I'm a poor job and get a shook on a your my abolition corridor.
Opoyamateka water.
So and then kill a man on your 14 corridor, make major Java job. Only your yellow edge don't come. They're looking corridor, yeah. There, you Java job, I think you took a go and I read you can go to your and the job on there. Okay, we know no kill, young and Donna, I hear out on your a very young. Or just look at the job and no many you have, you know, you're the big good young and or put it on a purpose. Okay, what a purpose there.
Hello.
Hello.
Yes, Maxon.
Yeah, you know, President, I know from the TV account. Oh, do not quite border in a man. So, Caravan now, you got change to my job and more at your one that about the work of Baramadara. And call it talk about the lady to see that the family more like a lot. Not only Senator customary, like a lot, but a few more moves to Danalwa. Thank you, Ginawan Kare, you begin to make Uganda. Kati about your own being by Karamu to the Lord, you have a senior peg before the Gino. Take that, I have to go no money. On our tour call you to do with your cardio to jam and learn European if Jacoba Mexico, Jacadwong, and to be up for Kubina and Yellow. You want to come with after I come to one, so be my wow. Đó cái gì đó mua buồn nó ra giáo có giặt và lột trò hay nó phải như một con hay gan mua cái khẩn nó những gì quan nó cho nó chọn nó thì luôn thì nó cho luôn như quan nó được mua thứ mà cái nó cũng mẹ quan nó cứ có đồ về cầu ra ra mà quan nó bố là cái gì quan gì nó nó cảm mà kia
Unajua mano kidogo ya kikimechi na wokuno tolo kamo iyo disemenya timu we aticheka dudu weo tabino miyo kare but aduong Bobi Wine nibino kamo apenya metieni kadanga tekelo wako ya giki na programu taking a short break. You respond to some of the compliments but also
we are going to open our office. And we want to welcome all of you to open our office, and maybe that's when I'll get an opportunity to speak with you. And thank you very much for listening to me. Afoyo Matek, Afoyo Tutwar. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Honorable Robert Chagolanyi for coming to Voice of Lamu FM. It's our pleasure for hosting you.
So thank you.
Next time when you come again, you'll be, we wish you a very peaceful process as you go to open.
Behavior. We are President Chagulanyi Sentamu Robert Bobi Wine agezaako okutuusa obubaka agezaako okuzuukusa na Uganda agezaako kwogera amazima ago agagwanidde era aganayamba eggwanga Uganda okulaba nga ate ensi yaffe era okulaba nga ate ensi yaffe eddamu okuba nga yeenyumirizibwamu buli omu era nga ajagala ate buli omu nga ajettanira era okudda mu mikono gy'Abannayuganda nebanga ate Uganda nsi ya ddala so si kikolimo bukolimo oba si kubonaabona nti ejja kuba nga etubonyeebonyezebwa mu bubonyaabonyebwa abantu banga tibakyesigana kwagala nsi yaabwe. Ebigambo bya President byebyo bibadde bya binyuvu era nga bya muwendo munene. Twebaza nnyo mwenna abaleko abaire ababaddeko mwebale kutugoberera mwebale kutwagala naffe tweyama tujja kuba tusobola okubaweereza kubanga tubabuulira buli kifa mu ggwanga lyaffe. Mukama Katonda bankuumire tujja kuba tuddamu mweraba.